Welcome to today's financial news update from quantbyte.io. The wheat market is experiencing a mixed performance across three major exchanges, with winter wheats showing weakness. The Kansas City Hard Red Winter, HRW, futures have declined by 2 to 3 cents, while Minneapolis Spring Wheat futures remain steady to slightly higher at 2 cents. Soft red wheat futures on the Chicago Board of Trade are flat. U.S. stock markets have declined, with key indices experiencing losses. The S&P 500 index fell by 0.24%, the Dow Jones Industrials Index dropped by 0.36%, the Nasdaq 100 index slid by 0.32%. December E-mini S&P futures decreased by 0.26%. U.S. stock market indices experience losses, with the S&P 500 falling by 0.07%, the Dow Jones Industrials Index declining by 0.27%, and the Nasdaq 100 Index dropping by 0.25%. The corresponding futures markets also show slight declines. Wheat prices have shown slight improvement, rising by 2 to 4 cents in major markets. The wheat complex has stabilized after midday fluctuations, with most front-month contracts closing in positive territory. Corn prices have remained relatively stable, trending slightly higher in nearby markets. Futures saw gains across most contracts, with increases of 1 to 2.25 cents per contract. Preliminary data indicates modest net new buying, with a 13,539 contract increase in open interest. Lean hog futures have declined by 45 cents to $1.37 midday. USDA's national base hog price data is unavailable due to low trading volume, with a 5-day rolling average of $97.84. The CME Lean Hog Index dropped another 72 cents to $100.70 on October 7th. FOB, free on board, prices from the USDA are not reported. Cotton futures are declining by 15 to 25 points as of midday, ahead of the expiration of October contracts today. Meanwhile, the U.S. dollar index is rising to $99.180 and crude oil prices have increased by $1.01 per barrel. The Kotloke index has fallen by 60 points, reaching 76.05 cents. Live cattle futures have risen by 50 cents to $1 across the front months. The cash market remains slow, with only limited activity reported, including some sales at $230 in the north. Coffee market update: Arabica prices decline by 1.77% due to forecasts of rain in Brazil's coffee-growing regions, while Robusta prices increase by 0.55%, reaching a 3-week high. The US dollar has reached a 1.75-month high, up by 0.21%, driven primarily by increased political risks in France and Japan, which have weakened their respective currencies. Soybeans have declined by 5 to 6 cents in early trading. Despite this recent decline, the market showed strength earlier in the week, with gains of 4 to 7.5 cents on Wednesday, driven primarily by front-month contracts. Elevated open interest data also suggests increasing buying interest, as evidenced by a 19,222 contract increase. Lean hog futures closed lower, losing 7 to 22 cents in nearbys due to light long liquidation. Preliminary open interest declined by 474 contracts on the same day. The USDA's national base hog price increased by 42 cents to $99.05. Live cattle futures surged by 75 cents to $1.15 per contract, while cash trade remained sluggish, with only isolated reports of sales at around $230 per head. Cotton prices have remained relatively stable, experiencing only a minor increase of 10 points in early trading hours. However, futures contracts did show some improvement by the end of the session, with gains ranging from 30 to 45 points. The US dollar index has also rebounded, rising by $0.276 to $98.560. Netgear Inc., NTGR, saw significant options trading volume, with 3,053 contracts traded, equivalent to 305,300 underlying shares. This represents a substantial portion of outstanding shares at approximately 76.9%. Stay informed with quantbyte.io for the latest financial news.